Hi Sages, it's B. Thank you for joining me for your Taurus cycle reading. Now, Taurus cycle can also be considered the May 2015 reading, but Taurus cycle starts on April 20th, so I just want to make that distinction. All right, so I want to take a moment to thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much for your likes and your shares. I so appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, if you'd like to subscribe, I would appreciate that as well. Now this reading is for Sagittarian rising, moon, or sun. Now, before we get started, I want to get a couple things out of the way. After I post these readings, I will be working in earnest on my website, and there may be delays in me getting back to your comments. Just know that I appreciate your comments. I absolutely love them, and if I could get back to them sooner, I would. However, at this point in time, excuse me, I need to really focus on getting my website up so that I can serve you in the best way that I can. Okay. The other thing that I would like to mention, and if you guys do not want to listen to this, you can go ahead and forward on until I start shuffling the cards. That's perfectly fine. But I would like to kind of give you a B's philosophy intro here. And this actually was prompted by one of the subscribers asking me a question. So I received a question regarding why I would use the word namaste. I was introduced to the word about 4 years ago when I started taking up my spiritual practices, when my gifts were developing, and I realized that I was not the same person I was 5 years ago. So here I had to describe to a subscriber why I do this. I have to admit my answer initially would be like, well, why wouldn't you? But then I realized that there was a message in this for me. It was a key that was opening up a lock inside my own consciousness, something that had been locked for a very long time. So I would like to thank Satyam, and I hope I am saying your name correctly, Satyam, for asking me this question. Being spiritual and loving is difficult in a world of greed and power mongering. So I had to face what I had kept inside but I had not shared with the world. I had been hurt in the past at work. I had been hurt, lied to, deceived at work. I had been hurt, lied to, deceived in love. I just didn't want to love anymore. I just couldn't take it anymore. The thing is the people around me kept taking and I kept giving it. And I did this through taking on their burdens and taking on their karma, at the same time as I was dealing with my own burdens and my own karma. This is not to say in any way, shape, or form that these people are bad. Everyone has divine light within them. They are all beautiful souls. The thing is I had to learn how to diplomatically establish my boundaries and act in accordance with my spiritual path and divine law. I responded to Satyam that the reason I use the word namaste at the end of my videos is my way that I show respect for the divine light in all of us. I understand that maybe over time, namaste lost its essence. So maybe, in Hindi, when you're greeting somebody with namaste, it may be some, like an exchange of banalities between two people where it's something as simple as hello is in the United States. But to me, namaste means so much more, and I embrace the essence of the word. We are all born of Creator. Without Creator, we would not be here. I am not speaking of our biological parents. I am speaking of that which is greater than all of us. I respect all deities that teach and foster the respect of oneself as well as the respect of others. I do not care if one worships God, Buddha, Allah, the Virgin Mary, the Holy Spirit, the universe, or the angels. I have no judgment or concern whether you are gay or straight. It does not matter if you live in Bangladesh, China, Egypt, England, Australia, or Alaska. Creator is not concerned where you reside. What is important is the awareness that Creator resides in you. wherever you are, to whomever you worship, and in whatever partnership preference you have, what matters is love. Those who do not believe in a creator, well, that is their right. It does not mean they cannot love. We all have free will. So my use of Namaste at the end of my video sessions is one moment in time that I can take the opportunity to collectively appreciate everyone's divine light. The spark within each of us, I wrote this down, so Sagittarius, I hope you can appreciate that. Most of you tutor or teach because you're so darn good at it, and I hope you can appreciate that I have notes. So the spark within each of us that should be celebrated and appreciated regardless of our background, regardless of the color of our skin, regardless of how much money you have in your bank account, regardless of where you live, regardless of your sexual preference, we all have divine light, and what is important is love. The amount of gratitude that I have to all is palpable and a very strong energy. When I say namaste and bow to all of you, all of the light that I can hold in my consciousness is released to you with unconditional love and respect for your soul light. Okay, thank you so much for, bearing with me on that bees philosophy intro. Now let's go ahead and get to your planetary alignments that we are having right now. Now I am recording this on the 11th, and I would like to remind people that I do have a full-time job and I need to respect that full-time job. So when I respond or comment or do these videos, it is either on the weekend or it is when I am off work. So I do appreciate that respect that you offer me in that regard. Now, what do we have, Sagittarius, regarding your planetary alignments? Well, we had Jupiter go direct on the 8th of April. So what this is doing for you is it is expanding and providing luck in your 9th house. So what does the 9th house have to deal with? Occult, spirituality, foreign lands, foreign people, deep transformation. So as Jupiter is moving direct, because it was retrograde, you are now in a situation where you are embracing your spirituality potentially a little bit differently than you did a year ago. Okay, it is expanding your mind. It is expanding you to other cultures. It is expanding you, in a way that is helping you to embrace your own divine light and to help you embrace that spark of light that all of us have within our own consciousness. Also, with the 9th house, it does have to do with education. So in this particular case, Sagittarius, it's perfect for you. This may be moving forward with education that you would like to express to another person, either at work or at home or wherever, really, a blog, it doesn't even matter. So you may be in a situation right now where you have this idea in your mind, you know how you want to create it, but you may need some help. So in this particular aspect, you are teaching others what it is that you would like to create. And if anybody can do it, a Sag can do it. That is for sure. Okay, so let's get into your new moon alignments for April 2015. On the 18th, we have a new moon in Aries. So this for you, Sagittarius, is going to be in your 5th house. Now your 5th house is all about children. It's all about romance and creativity. So this matches very, very well with Jupiter going direct in your 9th house. So in this particular case, Sagittarius, there may be kids or children coming into your home. This is certainly something to be celebrated. Some of you may be birthing a child. Some of you may be having, extended family coming in to live with you. Some of you may be bringing in someone. Say, for example, if you're a Sag mom or a Sag dad, your daughter or your son may be bringing a new girlfriend or a new boyfriend home, and it makes you really happy. Or maybe your child got pregnant and they're announcing that, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. And so now you're adding to your family, and that's just joyous in any way that you look at it. The other thing is romance. So, you know, the thing is, Sag, is for those of you that have been single, you can set down your new moon intentions for bringing the perfect partner into your life. Now, I don't mean perfect like as in, you know, on the top or on the cover of GQ or on the cover of Cosmopolitan perfect. I'm talking about that person that completes you. And I know that sounds cliche, and I don't mean to relay it in such a manner, but we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. When we find a partner that completes us, then that is something we can truly embrace, you know, as you know, a child of God, you know, so that we can go out there and we can be the best person that we can be because we have somebody that supports us on, you know, on our, like, as a partner that doesn't walk in front of us or behind us, they walk beside us. So that is something that is definitely, you know, potentially something that you are going to be embracing. The other thing, for those of you that are partnered, you may, are in a committed relationship, married right now, you may be taking a partnership to the next level. You may be renewing your love for your partner through children or through creativity. So this is something that you can truly embrace. These are great alignments for you to embrace your creativity, embrace the romance, embrace, you know, that worldly view that is out there. Okay, embrace your spirituality. It's just beautiful. Okay, so now for the Taurus cycle, which happens on the 20th of April, we have the sun going in to your 6th house. What does this mean for you, Sag? Basically, what this means for you is that your focus is going to be on work. Okay, so whatever you put into work, that's what you're going to be doing. Okay, because you have got a lot of stuff going on right now with your daily activities. You know, and if you don't work, you are going to be thinking about work. I mean, you are going to be thinking about work as it relates, say you're a stay-at-home mom. You are going to have so much activity at home, it is just going to be ridiculous. Okay, you are going to try to balance work life and home life. You are also going to try to balance your health. So when the sun goes direct in this sector, your focus is going to be on your health. Your focus is going to be on your work and your daily duties. Your focus is going to be on running around. Your focus is going to be on maintaining a semblance of structure in any environment that you are in. So this is, you're going to be busy. I mean, you are going to be really, really busy, especially through this Taurus cycle, Sag. So just get ready, okay? Okay, now, like I like to say regarding any sun transit through a specific house, the sun illuminates. So the sun may potentially be illuminating something at work or something at the home or something with your creativity or something having to do with your health. So when this illumination happens, it is for the better overall, but it may not necessarily come across that way. So just make sure that you're above board in everything you're doing. Make sure that you're not, you know, doing things kind of like sneaky or anything like that, because whatever it is that you are doing, it will be illuminated for everyone to see. But if you are above board in everything you are doing, you are home free. You are going to be just fine. You are just going to be busy. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started on your tarot reading for the Taurus cycle starting April 20th, 2015. Now, I do my tarot readings live. I shuffle live. I will also move the camera down so that you can see all the cards that I lay out here. And also, I do not edit my videos, so I just want to put that out there for those of you that don't know. So here we go. Okay, Sages, what do we have for your general energies for the Taurus cycle starting April 20th, 2015? General energies for Sages. General energies for Sages. This one wants to come out. Okay, what about work and finance for Sages? What's going on with work and finance? Work and finance. Oh, this one wants to come out. How about relationships and love life for Sagittarius? Taurus cycle. This one wants to come out right here. How about health? Okay, Sagittarius, you're getting 2 cards for health. So we'll see what that holds for you. Let me get these cards so that you guys can see them appropriately. Okay, so what do we have for spiritual advice for Sagittarius? Taurus cycle, spiritual advice. This one wants to come out. Okay. Here we go, Sagittarius. What's your general energies for the Taurus cycle starting April 20th, 2015, or what you would consider the May 2015 Taroscope reading? Okay, Sagittarius, you've got the 3 of Wands. You know, you got a lot of creativity, Sagittarius, right now, and you are in the middle of negotiations with something, someone, maybe a group of people. That could definitely be. It looks like right now you're kind of waiting in a way. I mean, you've put the message out there, but you're kind of waiting for a response. So that is definitely something that can be happening. You're in a waiting state. There's something that you are creating right now. Like, for example, you know, you've got that activity in your 5th house with and Jupiter going direct. So if any of you, you know, are creating something, whether that be a child, whether that be somebody coming in to live with you, whether that be you're creating something at work, you're kind of in a waiting stage right now. But, you know, and you're negotiating something. There's something you're negotiating having to do with romance, with children, and with creativity. So this is something that is actually a really, really good card to have. Even though you're waiting, it is still a positive card. It means that things are moving forward. Maybe not quickly, but they are moving forward. Okay, so what do we have for work life and financial life? Okay, Sagittarius, we have the 7 of Swords. I'm going to be honest with you, Sagittarius, this is not one of my favorite cards. The 7 of Swords always has to do with something going on behind your back, whether you are doing it or whether someone else is doing it. And what I mean by that, Sagittarius, is you may be spying on somebody at work. You may be cheating somebody out of something. You may be stealing someone's ideas. Okay, so there may be some type of creative endeavor that you're on right now, and you are really excited about it, but that creativity did not stem from you. That was someone else's idea that you're taking credit for, and that is not good juju, Sag. That is not good juju at all. Okay, so you need to watch yourself, you know. Like I said, with that total lunar eclipse in Libra having to do all about like partnerships, fairness, legalities, law, those types of things, I am sensing here that that phrase, check yourself before you wreck yourself, is probably pretty apt. Now, for those of you that are not succumbing to spying on someone or stealing someone's ideas, they may be doing this to you. You may be a victim of theft in some way. In another situation, you know, you may have a partner that is not being completely honest with you. So, you know, you may be in a state where you're kind of like waiting to see what happens. So I would definitely say that, you know, you mind everything around you. You have an awareness of everything around you, and make sure that you're doing everything above board. Okay, I would not suggest at this time to invest in any schemes, any quick get-rich-quick schemes. I would definitely stay out of it as far as the Taurus cycle goes, April 20th to about May 20th, May 21st, because someone may be out there and they may just want your money. So you may have a creative idea that somebody is taking from you. in this particular instance, and they may be stealing this idea from you, and they may be making money off of it. So basically they're stealing money out of your pocket. So just be aware that this type of energy is surrounding you, and I am sending all of you energies of awareness and love so that you can get through this. So love for anything regarding anybody that may be trying to get one over on you, and awareness for those of you out there that are trying to cause harm to anyone else through stealing anyone else's ideas or spying on somebody for no good reason at all. Okay, so what do we have, Sagittarius, as it relates to your love life and your relationship life for the Taurus cycle? Sagittarius, you're feeling pretty independent right now. You're pretty content kind of being on your own. You're pretty stable, so this is really, really good. You kind of want to go off and go on your own. So, you know, this would definitely relate to the general energies being the Three of Wands here, like with negotiations. It's almost kind of like you want to do your own thing. So that is really, really good. So the thing is, too, Sagittarius, with all of this, this is telling me do not rest on your laurels. There's something that you think that you may have in the bag, okay, but in fact, there is something that is the energies going on around you are not working in your favor for whatever reason. So just be aware of that. So for some of you, you may be thinking that you've got this promotion, or you know, you've got this raise in the bag or something like that. But in all actuality, or you got this job, maybe you were applying for a job and you think you got this job, no problems, no issues, but there may be somebody else that is in competition with you that actually gets the job. So I just want to make you guys aware of that. You know, the energies around you are that you are pretty independent, and you are doing a good job, and you are well cared for. You have created this abundance, this beautiful garden, you know, surrounding you, and you are doing quite well. So I have to be honest, if somebody does get a job over you, then I wouldn't be too concerned about it, because you have so much going for you and the planets are aligned in your favor. So just make sure that you are kind of taking time out for yourself here. If you are in a committed relationship, I would definitely say that, you know, in this particular case, don't be too complacent in the relationship, because your partner may be, you know, doing something potentially behind your back as it relates to finances. You know, this could be something as simple as your partner taking your credit card and going out and charging something that shouldn't have been charged, you know, thereby affecting, you know, your independence and your stability. So just be aware of that. Also, in this particular case, Sagittarius, that, you know, you may feel like, you know, if you're dating and you've got a particular relationship like in the bag and you don't need to put any work into it, this particular partner that has been by your side all along may take, you know, that love and that kindness that you guys have created together, and they may just take off. They may think that you're just not giving them the time that they're looking for right now, because you are kind of in this land of I've got it in the bag, and they're thinking, you know what, I've given you time, I've given you love and affection, and I'm not getting anything in return, so I'm going to take, you know, what I got out of this relationship, and I'm just going to walk away, and I'm going to give this attention to somebody else. Okay, so what do we have going on for health for Sagittarius for the April 2015 Taurus cycle? Ooh, we have strength. Okay, this is a beautiful card. I am thinking that some of you are actually going to be taking up strength training. You are going to start to lift weights, or simply because it is spring in the northern hemisphere, some of you might go ahead and get out in the yard and start doing a lot of moving. Some of you are going to be doing a lot of moving. Some of you may need to garner your strength, because whatever it is that you are waiting on, whatever it is that you are creating, is kind of zapping your strength right now. So that is something that you definitely want to watch out for. The other thing, as it relates to the Seven of Swords, you just have to make sure that you are strong and ensuring and asking your higher self if what it is that you are planning to do is in your highest good as far as karma is concerned. And just have strength that if someone does end up leaving you for whatever reason, you know, that you will have the strength to get through it. You will be okay. Okay? So let's see. What else do we have? This makes perfect sense, Sagittarius. You need a lot of rest right now. You know, even though some of you may be taking up strength training for sure, you do need some rest right now. Maybe this could just be, if you are taking up strength training, if you are able to do that, then you need to let your muscles rest. Okay, so if you can't go from lifting 10 pounds, you know, or curling 10 pounds up to 50 pounds in 1 week. I mean, your body needs time to rest and recuperate. So this may be something that you just need to be aware of. If you are going to go out to the garden, start working in the garden, or start doing some type of manual labor of some sort, you need to give your body time to rest. This is very, very important. Okay, and as it relates, again, I keep bringing this up, but as it relates, you know, to the Seven of Swords, you may want to take a time out. Again, ask your higher self. And this is, and you know, strength is about higher self too, because you got this infinity symbol up here. Take time out and make sure that the actions that you are about to embark on are appropriate actions, so that they serve your highest good for your karma and for, you know, your true soul purpose. Your spiritual advice card dropped on the floor. So I am sensing the fact that this dropped on the floor is that some of you may not embrace this spiritual advice for whatever reason. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that some of you either are not going to embrace this spiritual advice, or some of you are not even going to embrace this reading. Some of you are not going to be able to look at this reading as a reality for you, or that it could happen for you. Just know that the energies are there, so please just be aware of it. Okay, Sagittarius, you've got magic. And this is a beautiful spiritual advice. Okay, basically what this is that this is telling you that you have magic within you that you can embrace. You do not need to go out and pump yourself up and put other people down to make yourself feel better. You have the magic within you to create an environment around you based off of your own creations. Okay? Nobody else's creations. Not stealing their creations, not stealing their girlfriend or their boyfriend, you know, not doing something behind somebody's back, not spying on them, or alternatively them spying on you. You have the strength to create a beautiful, beautiful garden, okay, of independence and joy and contentment that is yours for the taking. So basically what this spiritual card is relaying to you, and what Spirit is relaying to me through this card, is that you no longer have to rely on everybody else's hard work to make you look good. You have the strength within you to make yourself look good. You do not need to be in a position to put yourself into a karmic debt type of situation, you know, for you to feel the strength that you feel with inside your soul. Okay, Sagittarius, there is your reading for the Taurus cycle starting April 20th, 2015. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you got some guidance out of it. I hope it resonated with you in some way. Sometimes difficult energies come up, but I cannot change what I am channeling from Spirit. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Thank you so much for your time, for watching these videos. as I said earlier, or maybe I said it, maybe I didn't, I am going to be working in earnest on my website after I upload these videos, so I may not be able to get back to you right away. Again, I do have a full-time job, and building a website and building a business is extremely taxing. It takes a lot of energy to do that, so I appreciate your patience in advance, okay? My website will be up hopefully here in May, and I have my Facebook up as well as my Twitter up, just to let you know. Now, as it relates to my beginning intro regarding Namaste, if there are some of you out there from a different culture with a different language, if you would like to send me how to say I bow to the light of the Creator within your soul to me so that I can use that as an ending for my videos, I would certainly appreciate it. You certainly don't have to, but if you want to, I think it would be absolutely awesome, and I would be very, very grateful. I will try very hard not to butcher the words. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I just want to send out a lot of love and a lot of light to all of you. So with many blessings, much love, and much light to you, Sages, I wish you the best for your April 2015 Taurus cycle. Namaste.